Can't help but feel that there were supposed to be images or transparency or something in this options menu. But there is 3D audio, which is impressive. Hello folks, welcome to my continuing coverage of the Steam NextFest for June 2023. This is the demo for Ayna. I'm going to take a guess that that one is actually pronounced. It has got 30 of your Earth minutes to try and hook me, to try and get me to wishlist it, and so on and so forth. I know literally nothing about the game, so let us begin now. Welcome. After working on Shattered Truth for the past eight years. Ooh, gosh. We're incredibly thankful to you for trying out a demo. Small section of the game, focus on the platform gameplay sections, still years away from release. After 8 years. We play as Say, who's on her way to her mask ceremony at the water spring. Join her on this adventure and discover the first areas of this fairy tale world. That is a decent running animation. That is not a good camera stop animation. See how jerky that is when you stop and change direction? Don't like that at all. Stick only movements, no D-pad movements. Jump is X. Lots of nice physics on that, and I think it is actually. I think that is actual physics. So this is a 3D model in a. I'm going to assume. Yes, this is a 3D world, 2.5D. We have nothing else on other buttons, nothing on the D-pad, nothing on the face buttons, nothing on the touchpad, nothing on select. Start brings up a very basic menu. We are getting some performance stutters. That is obnoxious. I don't like that at all. I spoke about this in the Mio demo. In fact, I believe it was my one critique of the Mio demo. Too much stuff that gets in the way of the camera. I like the fact that we can press left and right to speed up or slow down. That was quite cute. I am unsure what the art style is going for here, but I quite like it. I'm going to hazard a guess. Huh. Now, I would have said, based purely on the traversal stutter, that this is an Unreal Engine game. It's not. It's Unity. Just check the files. So this is a Unity Engine game. Oh, a small one without a mask. How do you know about the mask ceremony? Don't waste time, young one, and get to the water spring. Okay. In a demo, if you were going to have an NPC, you probably want to have them say something more interesting than that. But hey, at least it tells us that we've got NPCs. There's so much stuff in the way of the camera here. Can we turn it translucent or something, please? There's no music or anything, is there? No. Save points. What? Oh, the camera jerkiness when you turn round. Are you seeing the jerking? Is it showing on the capture? Yeah, definitely full 3D world. R2 to dash in air or on ground. That's a cute little animation. I like that. Oh. That might have been shader compilation stutter. Okay, we've got a dash to get through the bubbles. There's a decent enough feeling of... Oops. Kind of feeling of motion and... kind of animation curve. Easing in and out. But... okay. Right, purple stuff is going to be wall climb, one assumes. Yeah, performance isn't good. Which is unfortunate. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time this is being presented to the public. In fact, it's the first time I'm hearing about it. There's a lot of stuttering. And don't get me wrong, everybody's favourite game, Hollow Knight, had horrendous stuttering when it first came out. A lot of people seem to forget this about Hollow Knight, but on release, its performance was awful. I unfortunately don't have any footage of Hollow Knight because I wasn't doing YouTube back then. But watching people who played it at the time it came out... Next to an air, press X to jump off a wall. Yeah, I do like that little animation. Huh? Right, because there's no status screen or menu or whatever, I could have sworn that said press X. Oh, I guess it just doesn't work on the purple ones. Now, I know they said that this was a demo focused on platforming. And that's fine. The wall jump feels decent. Yeah. All of the stuff so far has felt decent. It's just been the kind of traversal stutter. Getting onto ledges is a little bit weird feeling, it has to be said. Okay. I mean, let's be super clear here. There has clearly been a lot of time spent with this game's visuals. The danger, of course, is the sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. The danger is the typical kind of style over substance thing. Yeah, performance is bad. There's a slight... Again, it's going to keep on throwing me off. That looks like there could be a shop or something there at some point in the future. I'm really confused as to how these flowers are spawning. Are they on a timer, or is it something that you can prompt? Right, we've got enemies, but we've got no attack. So I assume it is a case of run for now. Okay, got a double jump. Again, like that little animation. Again, stutter. Okay, we've got infinite wall jump. I guess that's there to help us get out. Okay, we do have health pips in the top left. Just as a reminder, whenever I talk about performance, I think it is important to note my system specs. 7950X processor. 4080 Super graphics card. It's not a top-of-the-line system, but it's not awful. It should be noted that saving doesn't, or the save points don't seem to heal us. Okay, so they're keys. Don't think that was made clear to me. Nice. Try that again, but with less... less death. I mean, the platforming is fine. Could do some sound effects for stuff like picking things up. What we seem to have here so far is a visually distinctive art style. We've got no crouch, by the way. Yeah, we've got a very distinctive art style. Got some decent movement tech, which all seems to be working fine. We've got some things that could be made a bit clearer, I think. Don't think that was how I was realistically supposed to get across there, but whatever. Oh, there's a flower there. Yeah, I kind of feel that there needs to be some stalks or something on the ground to make it clear as to what is actually happening. There's a blue texture up there. Oh. Oh, okay. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed your first impression of this world we are building. Please let us know what you think of the demo through Discord or the Steam discussion forum page. Right. So the game has been worked on for 8 years so far. I'm assuming part-time on weekends and evenings and so on and so forth. So this is not a dev studio, you know, doing this full-time. This is very much, I'm assuming, kind of an after-work style thing. I would have to see. Keep in mind that if there are any trailers and stuff on the Steam page, I haven't looked at them. I haven't read the store description or anything like that. What I've seen here so far is a fairly basic set of platforming traversal powers, a really nice art style, and some pretty poor performance. Now, I know that optimization and bug fixing is pretty much the last stage of dev, but I would probably have expected better performance out of a demo when you are first presenting it to the public. I don't think presenting a stammery demo is a good idea. Now, I am recording at the same time. Whilst that generally doesn't use up a lot of CPU, you know, I'm currently sitting at 0.8% CPU usage for recording, so it's not having a massive impact, but it can do. And as I say, Unity can be a bit of a nightmare, especially when shaders are involved. But that was really contributing to a feel. When it wasn't stuttering and I was moving around, the movement felt good. It felt very good. But so much of it was being juddery. I don't know if there was any combat in the game. They do say that this is a platforming focused demo. Maybe that means that there's no combat in the game at all, in which case it's not going to be the kind of game that I'm interested in playing. If it's a Metroidvania and it's tagged as such, I firmly believe that Metroidvanias are built on combat, traversal, and biome exploration. If there's no combat, you know, don't get me wrong, there are puzzlevanias out there like Animal Well, which I didn't play. Why did I not play Animal Well? There's no combat in it, and that's what I like in my Metroidvanias. There are enemies in this though, so unless they are simply moving obstacles to get around, maybe there will be combat at some point. Maybe it's just not in this demo. Based on the protagonist, I don't know. So realistically, what we have got here is a lot of style and a bit of substance. You know, I'm not going to call this a style over substance demo, because there is some good feeling platforming here, but it's a very short demo and not really enough time for me to get to grips with what the full game is going to present to us. I'm going to take a quick look at the store page, and if I stick that on, there we go. Next generation Metroidvania. So it does combine combat, platforming and puzzles with a strong narrative focus. Traditional 2D side-scroller controls looks and feels to 3D with tightly tuned 2D controls. Yeah, I was feeling the tightness of the controls. They did feel good. Slash your way through even the most deadly enemies. So again, they've just taken out combat for this. Different melee attacks with unique attack combos. Special. I find it interesting that several of the bullet points on game features are not in the demo to try. You know, you've got 3 bullet points about combat here, and no combat whatsoever in your demo. Different regions, vastly different environmental designs, good. 3D exploration to 2D side-scrolling mechanics without losing traditional charm. That kind of feels like a repetition of that there. Oh no, that could be kind of twisting round corners a little bit like they did in Venture to the Vile and Mars 2120. That could be interesting. Upgraded weapon skills, player stats, support for various bits and pieces. No release dates, none of that kind of stuff. I don't normally do this, but let's take a quick look at at a trailer. See, this looks stuttery to me. I think a lot of this is just from the demo, isn't it? But yeah, this could just be the video on Steam. This is all from the demo, though, isn't it? Yeah. Made with Nur. What is Nur? So this is a German indie thing. That is my look at the Ayna Shattered Truth Steam NextFest demo for June 2025. I think there's probably a good chunk of work to do. I really would like to see some combat. I would definitely like to see some... I mean, there's going to be polishing stuff on the menus, etc., etc. It looks like there's a fair chunk of work to do on things like this. But yeah, I mean, there's placeholders and there's the start of something here. So yeah. This one's going on my wish list. Going to keep an eye on the Shattered Truth, and we'll see how it progresses. Obviously, after 8 years, if they're saying there's still a long way to go, it'll be interesting to see where it ends up and how long I will have to be waiting for it. But, you know, I've got games on my wish list from 7 or 8 years ago at this point, so it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. If any of the developers... I don't know how many people there are on your dev team. If any of you have questions about the feedback, or if you've just watched the video, thanks for checking it out. Appreciate it. Same for the rest of you. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe out there. Stay fabulous. Onwards to the next demo. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.